on earth am I about to do? We know from color theory that when you take one color and add it onto a color completely opposite it on a color wheel, cancel each other out to form something neutral. But one thing that I've actually never ever tried in the entirety of my hair dyeing collective is take two incredibly vivid colors on the color wheel and mix them together on the hair, not to cancel each other out, but to see them complement each other in the most phenomenal way possible. This is my hair at the moment. I'm extremely excited to see what happens when you mix two extremely different colors on my hair. So one of the reasons why I will never be able to pick a favorite color out of the entire rainbow is because there are so many that are beautiful. You cannot isolate one and decide that is the one I will focus on. If you've been following me for a while, you will recognize that at the end of every single video, I very clichély say that every single transformation is my favorite. Probably one of my favorite transformations just because. And yet I stand by it. I love color. I love to see every single one. My dumb brain decided that you can only have one color on your hair at a time until I came across this image. I don't know what it is. It filled me with joy. The colors are so rich. They're so vibrant. They're so complementing to each other, but they're so different. It could not be more different, but they look astonishing. And if there's one thing I love to do is use something beautiful as my inspiration for my hair change. That is what I'm doing today. I am attempting to mix two extremely vibrant, rich colors on my hair without actually mixing them and seeing just how well they are able to complement each other. Or if I create something really ugly, because it can look terrible. Because this image is actually very abstract, a lot of the color application will come down to us or me and how I want to apply it. Realistically, you can apply them however the hell you want. Apply orange dye all over the back part of my hair and do nothing but an emerald strip at the front. I could apply emerald all over and do nothing but a copper strip at the front. I could apply orange here, emerald here, or vice versa. I could apply it in highlight sections and foil the hell out of my hair. Today, I'm going to be doing an almost all over orange, vibrant orange application on 90% of my hair, and then do just the last little strip of hair completely emerald bright green / blue. Is it gonna be a fail? There's a likelihood, but I like to think that every single outcome can be a win. I tend to really like every single one of my outcomes, but that's usually because I then kind of complement it with adjacent makeup, styling, so on and so forth. So let's get mixing. Obviously today we're going to be going very vivid. We're not going pastels, we're not touching anything, and for that I needed the best of the very best on the market, Arctic Fox. You guys love them, I know you do. This video is actually sponsored by Arctic Fox, and I could not be happier because I love Arctic Fox. They are one of the most reliable hair dye brands ever. They are one of the most beloved and reputable brands on the market, and they've got a very long history of being one of the best brands that you can support into. From being extremely reliable in their color payout, in their pricing, in the delivery of their dyes, and in the range that they offer, Arctic Fox are also extremely charitable. They regularly support a variety of charities and annually offer 15% of their profits to a variety of charities to help prevent animal cruelty. That is because when they first launched in 2013, one of their main focus was to be vegan and cruelty-free, and every single one of their products is PETA approved. So it sounds like I'm reading from a manuscript right now, but this sponsorship is actually one of my favorite ones ever. I believe in this brand so much because they have created some of my most famous colors. If you have shopped from Arctic Fox before, you might be wondering what the hell is this new packaging. It's very quirky. I know, I love it. So if you live in the EU just like I do, because I am from Malta, these are the products that you're now going to be receiving from Arctic Fox. They are brand new, beautifully packaged boxes. and aluminum too. Arctic Fox's dyes have been reformulated and repackaged to meet the new EU certification. It is still the exact same product in terms of consistency, scent, and payoff, so you're not giving up any of the quality, but now it comes in a really fun aluminum tube. So it is much more eco-friendly, and it comes in this really fun box that gives you everything that you need to know about the product, how to use it, how it's going to pay off on your color. Very helpful as a brand. They show you exactly how the hair color is going to turn out based on what your original base is. This is very fun for me because I always tell you that the base that you have will make a huge difference to how your hair color is going to turn out. And Arctic Fox just made everyone's life easier by actively showing it. So we're going to be using today, so I'm going to be showing you how they develop and how it looks. Hello, it's Stella from the future. Arctic Fox is also giving you guys 15% off. Just use code Stella15 at Arctic Fox checkout. Now keep watching to figure out what the hell I'm doing. The dyes we're going to be using is Sunset Orange, a very fiery deep red orange that turns out incredible on a medium to light blonde. Cosmic Sunshine, which we all know and love. It is a very gorgeous vivid yellow hair color. For the first time, Emerald Fortune, which is a direct jewel-toned green dye, and Aurora Kiss, which is a very beautiful sapphire jewel-toned dye. I'm gonna be mixing all of these colors together to create a really rich orange color for the top of my hair and a very beautiful emerald green blue hair color for the tips of my hair. Oh my god! They're obviously stunning. So these are the colors that I'm going to be using. It's always very fun to kind of see it on a white background first, but we have to understand that the base is going to make a lot of difference. Hence, why I'm not going in with just these two colors. This is the exact color that I want on my hair, right? But if I go in with this, I'm going to get kind of just a dull brown copper color. And if I go in straight with this, because of the orange base that I have going on, it's gonna just turn mud green. So hence why we have Aurora Kiss and Cosmic Sunshine. Look how well this matches the bowl. My hair now, I'm gonna show you the after portion. You're going to see how much better my hair looks because it's a conditioner base, and Arctic Fox have a really good conditioning base, meaning not only does it deposit color, but it's also really good for the hair. Like that much. I'm mixing probably equal parts Emerald Fortune and Aurora Kiss. Adding the green because that's the color that I want the ends to be, but I'm adding the blue to cancel out this orangier base that we have. Oh, mamma mia. Can we add more blue? So now you can see it's a bit more blue. Oh my god, look how pretty. These are so different. I think I'll apply all the orange first and blend kind of side to side instead of dragging it down like I normally would. It's gonna look amazing. I already know it. Oh my god, that took a while, but man, is it looking beautiful. Oh my god. Now, think this is gonna be very interesting. I feel like the older I get, the less serious I become as an artist. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a tiny bit nervous, but mostly excited. This orange, I'm already like so excited for. How it's gonna react with this weird blue-green at the bottom, couldn't tell you. Not a clue. I will tell you this much. I'm gonna be rinsing this with ice cold water because I really do not want the two to mix, blend, or become brown at any point. Because the downside of mixing such very vibrant and opposing colors together is that if they do mix, it's not gonna be great. But I'm excited. Also, how am I so chronically messy? It's a skill. I swear to God, it's a skill. All right, I will see you back probably with wet hair until I figure out then what hairstyle goes with this Pokemon looking anime hair. As I was dyeing it and then I was washing it up, the panic that came over me when I first saw the color, I was ready to cry. But then I dried it slightly and I brushed it out and I did, you know, pretty things to it. I haven't even styled it and I think this is my favorite color ever. Arctic Fox, Money Honey. Here I'm actually thinking of a blowout. I'm kind of thinking if it's like bubbled up, it shows off the ends even more. And here's the look. I had very high hopes for this look because I fell in love with the picture and the color combination, and I got to work with one of the brands that I most adore and use to create my art. So I was like, I have high expectations, which I shouldn't do. Things can go wrong, yada, yada, yada. And this hairstyle had a lot of potential. Hair color had a lot of potential of going trash. And it did not. It ended up being one of the coolest hair color combinations I have ever done. It ended up a lot more dark or black than anticipated, and this is most likely because of the underlying base and the fact that we added green into it, and by we I mean me. There are still quite a few areas where you can detect a bit more of that bluey peacocky color, but especially because it's at the bottom and the hair curls in, it literally looks like the shadow of the hair. Which gets me to my second point. This color application is 10 times cooler than I could have ever anticipated. Like, I was so stressed to try this technique because it's a difficult one to fix. It can go wrong, it can look splotchy, it can, you know, look terrible. But I was like, the Asians, they do it so well, they do it so beautifully. I want to try it, and I tried it, and now I love it. All in all, I'm so extremely satisfied with the look. And then kind of the thing that is making me most happy, this orange color has to be one of my favorite, most beautifully executed colors of orange. The final point I want to mention, did you see the shine? Did you see the volume? Did you see the body and the movement of this hair? Because I have, it was the first thing I noticed. So leave your comments below about how damaged my hair is, how dead it is, how dry it looks, and I know you're all talking trash. How do you make sure it looks so shiny? I use Arctic Fox because it's a semi-permanent dye. And it just has conditioner in it. So basically this whole thing was just a treatment for my hair. My hair clearly loves it, and your hair clearly will too. These colors, however, can give a really, really beautifully subtle natural effect as well. Like if you go in with Sunset Orange, it gives one of the nicest shades of copper ever, and it does not disrupt that natural look of the hair. There's also me saying if you have hair that is darker than mine, you can still absolutely dye your hair. These colors are going to deposit color and pigment. Nonetheless, it is just going to be different to how it looks on darker hair, lighter hair, different textured hair. In my case, this worked very, very well for me because I had a rose gold orange copper base, but then the ends ended up looking like this. Your base is going to very much change the outcome of your hair, but there is going to be change, and most likely it is going to be fantastic. Oh my god. Thank you. This was it. This was all I had to offer. I hope you will take it with a lot of positivity and inspiration and motivation and encouragement from someone who loves to dye their hair at home and is encouraging you to get experimental with the dyes that you have at your disposal. Arctic Fox luckily makes it so easy to get a hold of literally a whole litany of colors, everything that exists in a rainbow spectrum and more. They have a whole collection of colors, and now even if you're in the EU, you're going to get EU certified dyes that are amazing for your hair, that are still super pigmented, super beautiful, they smell amazing. It just has new packaging, new cartons. If you're in the US, you can still get a hold of all the regular Arctic Fox products. If you want to get your hands on them, don't forget to use my coupon code. It will get you 15% off. 15%, so use code Stella15, 15% off. Just apply this at checkout when you are going through your shopping, and it will automatically deduce 15% from your bill. All the dyes that I use are going to be linked down description box below, so you can get them directly. I also encourage you to check out Arctic Fox's entire range, and if you need to bleach your hair beforehand, don't know what bleach to use, they also have their Bleach Please, which is amazing for an at-home DIY kit. Contains everything, you apply it, bleaches your hair like amazing. Like amazing. That is, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, join the Stella fam, let's learn a thing or two together. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye babies, I love you.